In this video, we are going to make two prints, and the whole idea is to see if they are worthy of being framed. Let's go on over to the studio and see what we can create. Sometimes framing your gel plate prints can take on a whole new look, and I just love how this one looks. Both of them actually look really great. In this video, I want to experiment with using more color. So I'm going to step out of my box a little bit and try to create images with more color. I'm going to start out with using my wallpaper sample here just to add a little bit of texture. Now this print turns out okay. I'm not 100% loving it. It does have a lot of color, and that's what I was going for. I don't end up framing this one because I don't think it's worthy, but it still turns out okay. After I add this texture, I end up letting this dry and then putting another coat of paint on top of it because I want to do a magazine image transfer, and the image I chose is from a Vogue magazine. I find that Vogue magazines work really well on the gel plate, probably better than most magazines, and there's a lot of really good images of people in them because it is a fashion magazine. My paint is starting to dry, so I need to move this along. Still trying to add as much texture as I can, different angles and different directions. Most of the magazines that I use on my gel plate, I pick up at thrift stores because they are so much cheaper than buying them brand new in the store. What does a magazine cost these days? Like $15, $20? Honestly, I do not know what I was thinking. The texture layer that I put down does not show up because I didn't use a contrasting color. Now, why did I do that? I do not know. The transfer does turn out really well here. I like the blue and pink kind of mixed together. I'm taking my stencil and just adding some more texture with some pink. The idea of this print is to make it as colorful as possible, so this pink will do the job. I was really hoping that this print would turn out way better than it did. However, the colors in it are really nice, and I think I will experiment with these colors that I use in the future, but that's what experimenting is all about. Before that pink paint dries, I'm going to come in with a stamp and add a little bit more texture. Just dabbing it here and there, just randomly, nothing really planned. I just need to move that pink paint more into the center of the image. Now it's time to come in with the final color, and I picked out the brightest color I had, which is this yellow. This print turns out to be my favorite. So I'm just going to go in with regular black paint and do another magazine image transfer. Again, I am going to try to use more color. They're not going to be as bright as the first one, but I do get a lot of color in this one. But as you will see, I digitally manipulate it and I turn it into a black and white and red image because That's what I really like in gel plate prints. I like the fewer colors. I do like how this one turned out, very colorful, but I do prefer fewer colors in gel plate prints. Adding some more texture here, which really turns out in the final print. You can really see this texture and it looks wonderful. Now this is where the color comes in. I am trying to add a few different colors here, but use as little paint as possible because I want to create a frame going around the image. The first color I used here is copper, and now I'm going to go in with that yellow. And again, using as little paint as possible and to kind of enhance that frame. Then I want to bring the color into the center of the image a little bit, just so it's not just a frame and that's where the color is. I want to bring it into the center a little bit. Let's go in with a third color. I think this color really enhances this print and kind of completes it. I have a little too much paint on the left side here, so I am trying my hardest to not cover up everything with this color. Now it's time to bring in this color into the center a little bit, because like I said, we don't want those colors on the outside just to be the frame. We want to bring it in and enhance this print. Let's add a little bit more texture. It's time to lift the print. I'm going to use pink, but I'm also going to use some white because I don't want the whole background to be pink. All of these colors work really well together. Even though I love all of this yummy color that's in this print, I do go ahead and alter it. Now, normally I would never digitally manipulate a gel plate print because I think it loses its originality. But this is a color palette, the black, red, and white, that I plan on experimenting with in the future. I love how this looks framed. I think a print like that would look really great enlarged and hung on the wall. I love the colors in this print. I think it turned out really well. And this is what it looks like framed. This one is my favorite. It has a modern type feel. Maybe not the most appropriate picture for a kitchen, but I did like the green background.
So I did try to use more color, but I did gravitate more towards the print with less color. That's just what I prefer. I do think that both of them have their place, especially for framing and where you'd want to hang them. I think the black and white and red one would look better in more of an industrial or modern type setting, where the color one I thought looked really great along the brick wall. Let me know what you think. And until next time, bye for now.